Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we are doing a reading on I-DLE or Yoja Idol's Minnie. I got a paid request from the Ko-fi page wondering how Minnie's career is going to do. Apparently they're making new steps to promote in Thailand, their home country, so I'm very interested too. I've known about Yoja Idol from their debut, so I kind of loosely follow the girls. I don't know everything, but I do have a pretty standard knowledge about the members and what company they come from, that kind of thing. Their big releases, their album releases. And I've also done some readings for Sujin. I can link that up in the cards if you're interested in my more recent reading of like how her issues are going. So today is about Minnie. So thank you for buying this reading. I really appreciate it. And to anyone else watching these readings, I have a link to my Ko-fi page in every video description. If you want to see your celebrity readings that you want, you want to request a celebrity reading, please go to that link and you can, I have a $5 minimum and I'll do a reading on any celebrity you want. I don't do love readings. And as always, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only, so please take everything with a grain of salt. It's just for fun, guys. We're just here to have a good time. So Minnie, let's see how her career is going to go. This is my Lost Hollow deck from Pixel Occult on Etsy. All right, Minnie, how is your career? Let's see how your career will go. Okay. Okay. See lots of threes, which is good. Threes are generally collaborative. I mean, there's a bit of a downturn here, but it doesn't look like necessarily on her. And we'll go into why here. I'll go ahead and start from the beginning. So we definitely have the Ace of Cups. Which is about beginning something you love, followed by Temperance. And the Five of Swords tells me there will be some resistance from the company. Oop, let me get these in a little bit better so you can see them. See if that's better. I know there's a little bit of a glare, but I'll try to hold all the cards up so you can see them a little bit more. So the Ace and the Temperance. And the Feet tells me, Temperance I always read as like a company card. To me, it's always about finding the balance, managing things. It could be about not being able to how to balance what she loves versus what she has to do. I don't know if it's family or the mention of her wanting to start more promotions in Thailand. But I generally read this as company, so I would say there's resistance there, and that's what's bringing on some of this hard feelings. Like, well, we'll just not pretend that Cube is the most supportive label out there. I've done a bunch of CLC stuff, and you can find out how absolutely terrible Cube is through a lot of those readings. I'll be happy to link those. But yeah, it does seem like something that she loves. There's going to be resistance to that, and it's also going to be what creates this a little, I don't want to say heartbreak, but disappointment. We'll put it that way, disappointment. You have the Prince of Wands, who is our knight. It's like an accepting of the situation, but I still feel like it's gonna, like Prince of Wands is like really like putting in your like valiant effort into something. So she may just understand that it's like kind of whatever this is, you know, this is, that she will come to terms that even though she gave it her best effort and it just didn't work out for her. Just instead of letting it be something that hurts you, it's turned into just a lesson learned. It seems like she has a very mature energy. So we have the Strength and then the King of Wands. So I think she's gonna say, okay, I tried something, it did not work out, I will wait. You know, Strength is also fortitude. Strength is also patience. And it's also learning not everything is a head-on battle. It's like learning how to, right, how to tame the lion. Like really learning how to tame the lion and then becoming the lion, right? So I think there's a lesson she has to learn first before she's gonna learn what she needs to do to really start doing what she wants. This could have been a recent happening too. It's hard to tell. But this is kind of overall her career trajectory, at least as it sits kind of right now. I got some threads coming out. As it sits right now. So then we have our 8, which is like you've planted your crops, you've put in the time. So like King of Wands is creative, right? It is being in charge. So it's like whatever fails here, it's like Minnie will learn how to be in charge of her own project. The problem is that I have the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, which is really, it reads as fear. It's about fear of you've started to amass something and then you're so scared it's going to go wrong, you get scared to move forward. But I do see home and work. So she may have dreams of doing something really, really big, and she almost gets scared of herself. Like she almost, I feel like it's an instance where she will finally have full range to do what she wants, and she'll actually scare herself. But with the amount of, like, when you do it yourself, the success is all yours, but so is the failure. And there may be an issue where she becomes scared to fail. But I do see work at home. So if this is related to the success in Thailand, I do think she will definitely have something there. Let me pull another card just to see, like, if that, well, you know what, I'm going to do an entire reading on that. So we won't just pull one card. I'm going to start pulling cards on it all together. But I do want to do a couple of Lantern Oracle cards just for her full career, to see any advice on what she's going to encounter. So we'll do that. Her first passion project is not going to work out the way she wants to. And then she'll learn, like, who she has to talk to and how she has to go about it to do something, maybe possibly, well, I guess possibly on her own. I think we know she wants to do some solo stuff, but it's like if she gets full creative control, she almost gets scared of that. So she's gonna kind of retract back to something more comfortable. So I think it's like, it could be home, but home could also be the group, because this is about collaboration and working. Or she's scared to go it alone. So once she has this big, huge idea, she may turn around and not make it a solo. She may turn around and make it a kind of group effort, so that she, you know, her success and her failures are no longer her own. She may, you know, find out that she bit off more than she could chew, so to speak. So I'm gonna pull a couple of these and see what's going on. Home again. So we've had home. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. So again, she may find she doesn't like doing things on her own. But I do think we're seeing definitely signs of working more in her native lands, you know. Eternal Gatekeeper. Acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you. So again, I think this definitely leans on what she wanted, her passion project that didn't work out. I think it's showing that she just doesn't give up on things. She does have a sense of like, I want to do it, and I'm not going to accept no for an answer. If I fall down, I'm going to get up and try again. So this is about not letting anybody really truly tell her who she is and what she needs to do. Responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. So I think this is about, excuse me, about her thinking that she wants something and then realizing maybe it's too much, and having to have like that strength to be like, hey, I do need help. Hey, this isn't what I expected. And also, you know, when things don't work out, she's not letting that keep her down. She's not choosing to react negatively. She's actually choosing to react in a very mature way. So let me go ahead, and I have my Mausolea Oracle of Souls. I've had this for quite a long time. I don't use it near enough, so I want to pull a couple of these. Trying to bend it back. These cards do, the paper on them is pretty thin, or the cardstock on them is pretty thin, so it does want to bend when you riffle shuffle it. Okay. So Morgan Le Fay, the Witch of Ages, atonement, growth, and deceit. We saw some of that from sorrow, growth, adjustment, and in learning from that. Curiosity, madness, forbidden knowledge, the keeper of whispers. So again, we have something that's like, I think this really does link with growth really well, where we're seeing, this kind of reminds me of almost like the Fool, where you're reaching, but maybe you overreach, and you really need to learn where your limits are, learn when you're being reckless, you know, and not just ambitious. And then we have El Shaddai, the Radiant Lord, and wisdom, paternalism, and kindness. So again, this is about maturity. Like I said, I feel like she has a very mature aspect to her, and we're seeing someone who, again, you know, we've had learning and growth and adjustment, and now, you know, figuring out what you need to do. So I think we're getting the same pattern over and over again here for her. So I'll go ahead and do a little bit more specifically the question about success in Thailand. So I'll go ahead and
do that.
a lot of times, like, there are some people who have really big careers, a lot of highs and lows, a lot going on, and there's some people that take on kind of a more stable, even trajectory. And I think it's because Minnie works with a group, that her personal solo endeavors are not as high and low, because I don't think she's going to have quite as many solo opportunities. I think she's going to have a few, maybe 2 or 3 really big ones that we're probably going to hear about, and then the rest will just be things that maybe planned and stall or cancel, or, you know, she just decides aren't right for her. You know, it seems like she'll be pulled into with the group. So success in Thailand, let's see. Minnie's success in Thailand. Well, I think that tells us too a lot of when this card came up. These 2 cards came up previously. Let's see, can you see them? Okay. What we thought. So Five of Pentacles is still feeling like a bit of an outsider. It's feeling like you're almost like you're not good enough, or that people won't accept you. I do feel like we're seeing the Temperance card, like she's at odds with one of the companies. And it could be that the companies, if she's working with multiple, don't see eye to eye on things. Because it's almost like what she loves, you know, what fills her cup, so to speak, projects that mean the most to her, I think she feels like the company isn't going to accept. So again, we see these again. I do think she's gonna make money though. Like, I don't see money being the problem for her when she does do this. So again, I think she's worried the company doesn't accept it. So she has to bring her group into it almost. And then she's okay. Then she sees the success. It's almost like she has to have that strength in numbers, or that backup. You can see that. So we have the Three of Wands, which is about ambition and planning and doing something together. Because Two of Cups is union. It's like a merging of two things. And then Two of Wands is planning. So again, this is like planning, like almost executing it with someone else. All right, let me go ahead and get the oracles out. But yeah, I do think she will have success, but I think more of her success will come with the group or with collaboration. It's like she has an original idea and that idea doesn't work out so well, so she has to go back and work with someone else. And I feel like it's the group, but it could be a different company. You know, it could be when she leaves Cube and she signs with a different company later, that's the company that allows things to happen. That's the group that allows things to happen. But it's definitely like she's having initial issues with the company not accepting her heart, like her passion projects. Success in Thailand. Success in Thailand. Yeah. Respite, assistance, memory, Banth, caretaker of the lost. She has to get help from somewhere. She's going to get help from somewhere. The Leper King. Sword of Law, bravery, self-discipline, faith. So it's just one of those things that doesn't come right away. Oops, can you see? Can you see? So that help doesn't come in right away. And Hades, Lord of Riches. Equanimity, wisdom, and inevitability. So it will happen for her. I do think success will happen. Again, there's just like things she has to learn, people she has to meet or convince to do. We can draw one more of the Lantern Oracle just to round it out. You know, I buy the cards because I like looking at them. Oh, I dropped one. Okay, just a couple more cards. You can hear my pets outside the room getting very restless. And also, I mean, you paid for a reading, so I want to show my gratitude by giving you a reading you feel left no stone unturned, no deck unopened. Also, if you guys buy readings, if you have any tarot decks you want me to use for your reading, feel free to let me know. I try to say the name, but you can also DM me, leave a comment, ask me. I'll tell you any deck I'm using if you want to make a request for that. I'm not doing free request at the moment. I really appreciate all of you leaving me comments. I do. But if you want to see a reading added to my list right now until my current list is worked on, I'm only taking paid readings. So only through the Ko-fi page. Okay, well, we saw home again. This is big for her. I mean, I guess that's really what the question was about initially anyway, was home. So it's about her finding peace and harmony back home. I do think eventually that's where her career is going to take her. It's already doing that, but I do think more and more we'll just see her getting more and more comfortable there. And then we have renewal. Regeneration begins with decay. So this is about something has to die for something new to be born. So again, we're seeing her have to let go of previous ideas, previous things she wanted. The old goals, she's going to learn and become more than she was, different than what she was. Well, I think that answers that question. Women supporting women. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. If that's not everything this reading has been saying from the jump, I don't know what to tell you. So I would love to see this as her group coming and helping her get these goals done, because she's finding obstacles alone. Either that, or possibly if she does renew with another company, it's going to be led by women. She has a lot of feminine energy around her that's going to come support her in her endeavors. And I think that's a lovely, lovely last card for this reading. Yeah, she's going to stumble. She's going to have to learn some things, and who she can work with and who she can't to get what she wants to happen. And she's also going to learn her own limitations and what she can do and what she really needs to bring in people to help her. So that's what I see for Minnie. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If you have any information about what's going on with her you'd like to share with me in the comments, I'd love to hear it. You know, if you just want to talk in general, I'm always around. So thank you so much for buying this reading. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.